Hello, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be cooking some pork ribs on the Weber kettle. I'm going to be using a DJ BBQ recipe. The recipe is actually for beef ribs, but I'm going to do it with pork instead. If you don't know DJ BBQ, highly recommend that you check him out. He really inspired me to start cooking over fire again. This is from his book, which is called The Barbecue Book. So I'll put a link into the video. First on here is the rub. So I've done a layer of rubbing already in. We've got salt in here, ground cumin, chili powder, that's a tablespoon of each of those, and then a teaspoon of onion granules, garlic granules, cayenne pepper, and hot smoked paprika. So I've put a layer of this on, I've rubbed it in, I've then put a layer of mild mustard on there, and now I'm going to sprinkle more of the rub over these ribs. So I'm going to be cooking, this is going to be about a 4-hour cook, I think. So I'm going to be cooking, like I said, on the Weber kettle. The cooking technique I'm going to use is the Lonely Island technique. So it's going to be a few coals. I'm going to go over the Weber setup in a minute. So the other reason I'm doing ribs today is a practice run. So my friend Zach is mad keen on barbecue food and especially ribs. So once this social distancing is finished, we'll be looking to do a big cook-off on the barbecue, which will include hopefully these ribs, depending on how they end up. Hopefully they'll be pretty good. So now these are pretty much ready, I'm going to go and show you how the Weber is going to be set up. So this is the Weber kettle set up. As I said, I'm going to be using the Lonely Island technique. The reason I'm using the Weber kettle instead of the Weber Smoky Mountain is because part of this cook is going to be on direct heat, so that's why I need it. The fuel I'm using today is going to be the heat beads. These really retain the heat really well. I would highly recommend these. They last forever as well. They take a little bit of get going, so that's why I'll be using the Weber briquettes in the small chimney starter just to get them going, and then I'll put them on top of the heat beads in here, and that will give us a good long consistent cook. Okay, so we're at the target temperature now. I'm looking for a temperature of around 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to put these ribs on now. I'm going to leave them in here for about 2 hours, and then I'm going to be taking them out and we're going to wrap them in foil, put some maple syrup, and then they're going to be going back in here for another hour or so. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so the ribs have been in for about 2 hours now. I checked the coals after an hour and 20 minutes and turned them over. Loads of coal is in there, plenty of life left in those. What we're going to do now is we've got some maple syrup here. I'm just going to brush the maple syrup over these, then I'm going to wrap them in foil, and they're going to go back in the barbecue for another hour or so. After 45 minutes I will be lighting again the small chimney starter, which has got some coals in it, because I'm going to need to get some extra heat in that barbecue for the last part of this cook. So I'm going to be doing that, and I will be back with you in about an hour. So the ribs have been in for the hour now. I'm going to take them out of the foil, and I'm going to be brushing these again, but this time it's going to be with barbecue sauce. And the barbecue sauce is a barbecue sauce I made yesterday. It is from the same cookbook as the one that I mentioned earlier from DJ BBQ. I've also put the fresh coals into the barbecue as well to get that heating up. We're aiming really to get the barbecue up to about 350 degrees, so that's going to be kind of substantially hotter than we've had it the rest of the time. I'm going to really be quite liberal with how much barbecue sauce I put on these. I will probably kind of keep putting barbecue sauce on them. They're going to go back in, so barbecue is going to be about 350 degrees. I'm going to put them on the non-direct heat side, and I'm going to put them in there for 20 minutes or so. I really want kind of this barbecue sauce to caramelize, and I'll probably pretty regularly be going into the barbecue and adding more barbecue sauce to them as that goes on. So next time I see you will be in about 20-25 minutes time, and we'll see how these turn out. Okay, so here we go. The ribs have been in for another 30 minutes. I turned them halfway through, added some extra barbecue sauce at the same time. Just at the end there, I did 15-20 seconds each side on the direct heat as well, just to get the barbecue sauce really caramelizing. Smells pretty awesome. Now I'm going to give the taste test. I'll just take a couple of slices here. And here we go. Yeah, that works. Very much looking forward to having these with you, Zach. Cheers. Bye-bye.